Hey folks, it's Brett, and I know I said I'd be waiting until after the month of June before making any more videos on account of a new move, and that was going pretty well, until today, because Nerf did it. Nerf did something that I just had to stop everything and look at for a little bit of time. And if you haven't seen it yet, well, here we go. Here's basically the picture that started it all. Meet Murph. Hasbro has just introduced, and this is not a joke, their new nightmarish mascot for Nerf brand products named Murph. Murph's terrifying catchphrase is, "Unleash the play in you." Here is Murph. Isn't he beautiful? This is Murph. This is the future, guys. So this tweet seems to be getting shared around a lot, and I'm not even on Twitter, and I saw it. And you can see that trending in the United States, Murph. Here's an article by Adweek. Nerf introduces Murph, the brand's first mascot. Interesting. And here are some more mock-ups of Murph doing all his things with a bunch of edited blasters in hand, a Nerf chain. Wow, he's beautiful and concerning. The character, which uses they, them pronouns, is made entirely out of darts. Out of darts reference. Nice. Since debuting in 1969, Nerf has never had a mascot. That tradition ends now. Today, the toy brand unveiled Murph, an anthropomorphic character made entirely out of Nerf darts. We wanted to introduce a mascot that represents this ageless, unbridled fun that lives in all of us and creates a physical embodiment of that feeling you get when you play with Nerf, said Adam Kleinman, SVP and GM of Nerf at parent company Hasbro. Sorry, I couldn't read that with a straight face. What the frick? Kleinman noted that the marketing push around Murph, who he described as a playful spirit and gifted athlete, okay, is based on internal research showing parents' desire to create moments of active play they experience as kids with their own children. Okay. Nerf recognizes that while screens are great, there remains a need for kids and their parents to get out, get active, and make memories. Yeah, and how does Murph fit into that? Memories will be made. Murph will appear across Nerf's social media channels. Oh, Murph is scheduled to begin appearing in commercials, retail outlets, and across Nerf's social media channels later this month as part of a new multi-year marketing campaign titled Unleash the Play in You, created in partnership with the Martin Agency. The brand declined to state if Murph has a specific sex or gender, but said the mascot uses they, them, and their pronouns. On a similar note, in early 2021, Hasbro rebranded its Mr. Potato Head line of toys under the gender-neutral name Potato Head. Really quickly, can we just talk about this? Okay, I obviously have no problem with whatever pronouns you want to use, primarily, my fellow humans. When I look at Murph, I see an alien, I see a creature not of this planet. I suppose it makes sense for them to use they, them pronouns. Someone's going to complain about this, and they're going to draw up some buzz, and it's going to do some additional, publicity, and we'll get to that in a second as well. It doesn't matter. It's Murph, guys. Now, Hasbro, which also oversees brands as Play-Doh, Monopoly, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they made more money, good for them. They've spent a lot on marketing. And this is all marketing. Surprise, everyone, Murph is a marketing ploy, because they literally just said that. Murph exists so that you remember that Nerf exists. Now, if you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you already are an enthusiast. You pay attention to my channel, you pay attention that there are new blasters being released, and you're curious as to what Nerf has to offer and its competing brands. But the average person might not give a crap. Murph is here to try to get them to pay attention. As we just saw a second ago, well, I saw that, I clicked back and now it's gone. Murph was potentially trending on Twitter, right? I mean, here's Murph. There's a lot of retweets, a lot of quote tweets, a lot of likes. A lot of people are seeing Murph, and therefore they're going to offer their opinions on it. Are they going to be good opinions? Are they going to be bad opinions? Doesn't matter, guys. This is the current age of marketing that we have. This is what gets attention, okay? And this is the actual picture of the costume, not the mock-up, right? We don't know what else exists in person of Murph. This might be it, right? That thing doesn't even need to be a functional costume. People have obviously been comparing this to Gritty, and I don't think that's by accident. I think that's entirely manufactured. I think a lot of this is meant to be confusing, nightmarish, because people will remember that. So that was one article, and then if you look at the other renders, you can see just how bizarre things also get. Nightmare fuel or the next great thing. Murph, the Nerf mascot, is taking the internet by storm. What do you mean taking the internet by storm? This was literally posted hours after they first posted, like, the picture of Murph. Is it going viral that quickly? Nerf's first ever official mascot is leaving the internet screaming with joy. Or maybe just screaming. Because screaming is what gets clicks. Tasked with coming up for a mascot for a toy where kids spend more time collecting the foam darts than actually playing with the colorful guns may not exactly be an envious task. Nerf doesn't have the luxury of sports teams where a mascot is simple. And eagles for the eagles, a bear for the bears, a gorilla for the sun. So they made darts into a mascot. And here you go. Here are the many forms of Murph. Yeah, there's some suspicious... I have a lot of questions about how those darts are working. Also, how does Murph hold blasters? Is that something that Murph can actually do? Are those fingers? Is the entire body covered with fingers that are darts? And throw darts. Oh, there's so many... There's a lot of questions people have been asking that I don't have the answers to, and I really don't want to find out the answers. Can you see out of the costume? Probably not, but it doesn't matter, it's Murph. The new Nerf mascot has people scared and intrigued. The mascot has people talking. Oh, I bet it does. Look at all these tweets where people are offering their opinions. This brought about a divided reaction among potential consumers. Surprise, you're already a consumer if you responded to this. Nope. The roller brush from my car wash came to life and is haunting my dreams. While I hate to disagree with this person, I think Murph the Nerf is great. It has a potential to be the next Gritty. Wow, how coincidental that would happen. I don't have a problem with Nerf making a mascot. I didn't think they needed one, and this definitely wouldn't have been my first choice. But it doesn't matter, because the whole point of Murph is to get you to talk about Nerf. And also, why the heck did they name it Murph? That's the laziest naming. It sounds like someone just slurred Nerf, and they actually used that into a name. Whoever came up with that is creatively bankrupt and probably making a lot of money. Screw you. I also really like the title of this article. Nerf unveils new mascot guaranteed to haunt your dreams or clean your floors, because that's a pretty apt description. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about all the darts and how they stick out of the body like this. Though, how hard would it be to make your own costume? How hard would it be for me to make my own costume? What if we could ruin Murph before they even got to use Murph? That would be darn unfortunate. I know a lot of people are thinking about it. If you like Murph, the Nerf mascot, that's totally fine for you. I guess I'm ultimately indifferent. I'm curious more just to see what they do with Murph. Is it going to be like a fully animated character, or are we actually going to get someone trying to run around in this costume? Actually, now that I say that out loud, I would love to see someone try to run around in this costume. So maybe I'm a little more optimistic than I thought. But realistically, it's probably going to be just that CG render with CG blasters. Watch out on Nerf's social media to see when Murph might pop up, be it YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. And with all that being said, I cautiously pass the question off to you guys. What do you think about Murph the Nerf mascot? I don't care what all these other sites are saying. I don't care what people on Twitter are saying. I care about what you guys, the fans, actually think of this. Because taking off my cynical hat for a second, I guess this is true. This would be Nerf's first mascot. So this is kind of a big deal and very interesting to see what they'll do with their mascot. Or it'll just be a publicity stunt and we'll never see Murph again. Thank you everyone so much for watching. An actual video will come maybe in the future, or once we see Murph appear in something, I'll react to that. In the meantime, please be safe out there and lock your doors and windows and check under your bed at night for Murph, because Murph might be trying to unleash the play in you. I don't want to hear about it in the news tomorrow.